Skull Vikings, you beautiful purple warriors out there. Welcome back to the channel where we bleed purple and gold every single day. Today, we're diving headfirst into the NFL draft chaos swirling around our Minnesota Vikings, and trust me, it's a wild ride worth every second. General Manager Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has us all on the edge of our seats. Will he strike gold again or leave us scratching our heads? Here's the teaser that's got my heart pounding. After a roller coaster of drafts and some massive free agency moves, who's the perfect prospect to wear that Vikings helmet in 2025? Let's set the stage. This isn't just any draft talk. It's a peek into the future of our franchise, and I'm buzzing with anticipation. The 2022 draft? Yeah, it stung a bit. Louis Cine didn't pan out like we hoped, and we're still feeling that one. But fast forward to now, and the Vikings draft process has evolved into something we can actually get hyped about. Jordan Addison's a stud, and J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner might just be the future we've been dreaming of. So what's cooking for 2025? Stick with me because we're about to unpack this enigma step by step. Here's the hook that'll keep you glued. The last 11 weeks of mock draft data are screaming with possibilities, and the past 2 weeks after free agency? Absolute game changers. Kwesi's got us in a spot where we're not desperate, we're hunting for greatness. Who's the best fit for our squad at pick 24? I've got my favorites lined up, and I want you to weigh in too. Drop your thoughts in the comments as we go. Let's rewind the tape for a sec. 2022 was a draft that still haunts us diehard Vikings fans. Louis Cine, our first-round pick, was supposed to be a cornerstone safety, but injuries and struggles turned that dream into a purple nightmare. It's the kind of miss that makes you question everything, right? But here's the thing. Kwesi and the front office didn't just sulk. They learned, adapted, and came back swinging. Fast forward to 2023, and boom, Jordan Addison lands in our lap. This dude's a wide receiver with hands like glue and speed that leaves defenders in the dust. 16 touchdowns in his last college season at USC prove it. Suddenly, we're not just licking wounds. We're building something special alongside Justin Jefferson. It's proof the Vikings draft process is getting sharper, and that's got me fired up for what's next. Now, peek into 2024. J.J. McCarthy and Dallas Turner join the squad, and if early signs hold, we might have hit the jackpot twice. McCarthy's got that quarterback swagger we've craved, and Turner's edge-rushing potential is off the charts. Think 10 sacks as a rookie if he gets the snaps. So, as we stare down 2025, the question looms. Can Kwesi keep this hot streak alive? All right, let's talk 2025 mock drafts. 11 weeks of data, and it's like a treasure map for Vikings fans. The experts have been buzzing, especially after our free agency splash. Moves that filled holes and gave us flexibility at pick 24. We're not scrambling for need anymore. We're chasing impact players who can take us to the promised land. Super Bowl or bust. Baby, the last 2 weeks? Pure chaos in the best way. Free agency saw us lock down key spots. Think Aaron Jones re-signed and Byron Murphy Jr. sticking around, so now the draft board's wide open. Analysts are throwing names left and right, but I've got my eyes on a few studs who could transform this team. Who's your dream pick, fam? Hit me in the comments. Here's where it gets juicy. The Vikings don't have to reach, and that's a luxury we haven't had in years. With 4 picks total, including that sweet first-rounder at 24 and a third-round comp pick, Kwesi's got room to play. Will he trade up for a falling star or snag the best player available? Suspense is killing me, and I'm loving every second of it. Let's meet our first draft crush, Kenneth Grant, the Michigan Beast. This dude's 6'3", 340 pounds of pure athletic fury. Imagine a brick wall that can chase down quarterbacks. At Michigan, he stuffed runs like it was his job and still got after passers. 4.5 sacks in 2024 show he's no one-trick pony. Why is he perfect for the Vikings? Picture this. Grant clogging the middle, freeing up our edge rushers like Dallas Turner to feast. His size and speed combo screams Dexter Lawrence vibes, but Grant might even have an extra gear, think 90th percentile athleticism for his frame. NFL scouts are drooling, and I'm right there with him. Flores could turn him into a game wrecker. The kicker? There's untapped potential here. Grant's still raw in some areas, pass rush moves need polish, but at 22 he's got years to grow into a superstar. Vikings fans, can you see it? A dominant D-line anchoring our defense for a decade? Tell me that doesn't get your blood pumping. Next up, Nick Emenwari, South Carolina's do-it-all safety who's got my heart racing. This guy's a weapon, 6'3", flying around the field, and versatile enough to make Brian Flores grin like a kid on Christmas. Blitzing? Check. In the box? Check. Deep coverage? You bet. 8 pass breakups last season say it all. For the Vikings, he's a dream fit in our secondary. We've got solid corners, but adding upside and size at safety could elevate the whole unit. Think Harrison Smith's heir apparent. Emenwari's knack for big plays, 3 forced fumbles in 2024, would give our D that extra punch we've been craving. Here's the cliffhanger. Will he even be there at 24? Safeties don't always go early, but a talent like this might tempt someone to jump us. I'm crossing my fingers he slides, because pairing him with Flores schemes could be pure magic. What do you think, Vikings faithful, Emenwari or bust? Cornerback time. Say hello to Jody Revel, the long, tall drink of water we need. At 6'2" with arms like a condor, this guy's the anti-Byron Murphy Jr. Big, physical, and built to battle those monster receivers. His athleticism pops off the tape. 4.4 speed and a 40-inch vert make him a matchup nightmare. The Vikings' corner room is decent, but it's screaming for upside. Revel's the kind of prospect who could lock down one side for years. Think Pete Carroll's Seattle days, but in purple. We've got depth with Murphy and Isaiah Rodgers, but Revel's ceiling is sky-high. 6 picks in his last college year prove he's a ball hawk. Picture this. Jefferson on offense, Revel on D, 2 young stars growing together. The only question is, does he fit Flores' system, or does someone snag him first? I'm dreaming of him in a Vikings uni, shutting down NFC North receivers. Who's with me on this one? Alright, let's pivot to Jalen Starks, arguably the best safety in the 2025 draft. This dude was a one-man wrecking crew in college. 60 tackles, 5 picks, and a knack for being everywhere. He's a tad less twitchy than Emenwari, but his polish and instincts are next level, think all-pro potential. Flores would lose his mind over Stark's versatility, ball skills to snag INTs, tackling to stuff the run, and coverage to shadow tight ends. At pick 24, he'd be a steal. Safeties often slide, and the Vikings could pounce. Imagine him next to Cam Bynum, locking down the back end for years. The suspense? NFL teams don't always value safeties this high, but Starks might be too good to pass up. If he's there, do we grab him, or does Kwesi shock us with a curveball? I'm on the edge of my seat, Vikings fans. What's your gut telling you? Now, let's dream big with Shamar Stewart, Texas A&M's edge rushing phenom. At 6'6", 285 pounds, he's a freak. Think Myles Garrett Light with 7 sacks in 2024. He's probably top 10 bound, but if the NFL sleeps on him, I'd trade up in a heartbeat to snag this game changer. Why the Vikings? Our D-line's solid, but Stewart's upside could make it elite. Pair him with Turner, and quarterbacks won't sleep at night. His blend of power and speed is rare, 90 pressures over 2 seasons, and Flores could unleash him in ways college never did. The catch? He won't be there at 24. Top 10's calling his name. But if he slides even a little, Kwesi should be on the phone. Vikings Nation, would you trade up for Stewart or stay pat? Let's debate this one in the comments. Here's my table-pounding pick, Barrett Campbell, the linebacker unicorn. This guy's not your average off-ball LB, 6'2", 240 pounds, and he plays like Fred Warner's little brother. Run defense, sheds blocks like a boss. Coverage, tight ends and RBs don't stand a chance. For pass breakups last year, the Vikings don't need a linebacker. Ivan Pace Jr. S.A. baller, but Campbell's a 3-down stud who'd elevate us. Think 100 tackles, 5 sacks, and coverage skills that make Flores drool. His 2024 tape's a highlight reel. He's the best player available type we can't ignore. Suspense time. The NFL undervalues LBs, so he might slip to 24. Do we grab him for pure talent or stick to need? I'm all in on Campbell. Vikings fans, Convince me otherwise in the comments. Let's zoom out. Why does this draft matter so much? After 2022's whiff, Kwesi's proving he's got the juice. Addison, McCarthy, Turner. It's a redemption arc we're living for. Free agency set us up to swing for the fences in 2025, and I'm feeling that Super Bowl itch. The Vikings roster's deep, but the right pick could push us over the top. Grant's power, Emanwari's flash, Campbell's grit. Any of them could be the spark. At pick 24, we're not patching holes. We're building a dynasty. What's the one position you'd target, fam? Tease alert. Mock drafts are shifting daily. Could a trade-up or sleeper pick shake things up? Stay tuned, because this draft's going to be a wild ride, and I'm breaking it all down as it happens. Time to geek out. Stats that make these prospects pop. Grant's 340 pounds moved at a 4.9 40-yard dash. Insane for a DT. Emanwari's 8 pass breakups tied for tops among safeties, and Revel's 6 picks led all corners in his conference. Numbers don't lie, Vikings fans. Starks, 85% tackle success rate, elite for a safety, and Campbell's 12 tackles for loss screen playmaker. These aren't just names. They're stat sheet stuffers who'd thrive in purple. Which stat gets you most hyped? Drop it below. The cliffhanger. Will Kwesi trust the board or chase a hunch? With only 4 picks, every move's gotta count. April 24th in Green Bay can't come soon enough. I'm counting the days. Fam, what's your draft countdown vibe? Let's paint the picture. What if we land one of these studs? Grant pancaking lineman, Emanwari picking off Rodgers, Campbell chasing down Swift. It's a Vikings highlight reel waiting to happen. Pair him with Jefferson and McCarthy, and we're cooking with gas. The NFC North's trembling. Lions, Packers, Bears. They won't know what hit them if we nail this draft. Flores defense plus a shiny new toy? That's a playoff recipe, and I'm starving for it. What's your bold prediction for 2025 Vikings Nation? Suspense builds. Free agency's done, but trades could flip the script. Will Kwesi pull a rabbit out of his hat? I'm glued to Vikings news, and you should be too. Hit that bell for updates. Fan mode on. What's Flores thinking? He's a defensive genius. Grant's a bulldozer. Emanwari's a Swiss Army knife. Campbell's a chess piece. He'd salivate over any of them. Our D's already nasty. 12th in points allowed last year, but one more star could make it legendary. Imagine the vibes at US Bank Stadium, 60,000 strong. Roaring as our rookie makes a game-saving play. That's the dream, and 2025's our shot. Which prospects got you dreaming of Skull Chance? Fam? Let's hear it. The tease. Flores loves versatility. Could he push Kwesi to trade up? I'm digging for Vikings rumors. Stay locked for the scoop. Draft day's coming. April 24th to 26th. Green Bay, Wisconsin. And I'm losing my mind. Kwesi's got 4 picks to play with, 24th overall, a third, 2 fifths, and every choice could shape our future. Will he go D-line, secondary, or shock us with offense? The Vikings war room's buzzing. Mock drafts say Grant, Emanwari, Campbell. All in play, but sleeper picks loom. I'm refreshing Vikings.com daily for hints. Any late-breaking news, and I'll weave it in. What's your draft day ritual? Fans? Here's the hook. 1 pick could turn us from contenders to champs. Will Kwesi deliver? I'm hyped, nervous, and ready. April can't come fast enough. Skull Nation. We've covered the gamut. Grant's power, Emanwari's flair, Campbell's grit. The Vikings 2025 draft is our golden ticket. Kwesi's got us believing again, and with free agency in the bag, it's all about that first-round magic. Who's your pick at 24? Fam? I need those comments lighting up. This journey's just heating up. Mock drafts, trades, rumors. I'll keep you posted with every Vikings news twist. Hit that like button if you're as pumped as me, and subscribe. Don't miss a second of this ride. Share this with your crew. Let's get the whole Skull Army in on it. Purple pride forever. Let's make some noise, Vikings fans. Comment your dream prospect, smash that thumbs up, and spread the word. Together, we're unstoppable. Skull.